Another interesting question. A trader discovered that 25% of his wares were spoiled and therefore increased his selling price by 20% over the initial markup of 20% on his cost. What percentage profit will he make by selling all the good wares at the new price? Assume spoiled wares fetch nothing. Here is a trader who buys certain goods, 25% of those were spoiled, so they fetch nothing. So he managed to sell only the remaining 75% good goods that's available with him. What does he do? He has initially marked his goods up by 20%, marks it up by a further 20%. Look at this. All information given is in terms of percentage. So our default assumption therefore is the cost of all the articles that he bought, let that be equal to $100. His initial markup is 20%. So before he realized some parts of his goods were spoiled, he had planned to mark it up and sell it at $120. After this realization, he is marking it up by a further 20%. So 120 into 1.2 is going to be the new mark price because he's marking it up by another 20%. So, or other way of doing it is 120 is the initial marked up price, 20% more of it. 20% of 120 is equal to additional $24. So 120 plus 24, he is marking it up now to $144. So his initial markup was 120. Further 20% markup makes it up 144. If he sold all his goods at 144, he would have made a 44% profit. But he's not able to sell 25% of the spoiled ware. They fetch nothing. So what percentage of the goods available with him does he manage to sell? He sells 75% of the goods with him. At a mark price of 144. Had he sold all 100 of them, he would have got 144. He's selling 75% of them at the rate of 144 for all of them. 75% is 3/4 of 144. Cancels out as a 36. 3 into 36 is equal to 108. He paid $100 initially. He marked it up in 2 stages to 144. Managed to sell 3/4 of what was available and got $108. So initial cost is 100. Finally got 108. He made a profit of 8. Because the cost is 100, the profit percentage is also 8%. Now let's look at this. See, he managed to sell 75% of the goods, which means 25% of his goods fetched nothing. If 25% of his goods fetched nothing because they were spoiled, or conversely, let's say he threw away 25% of the goods, or he gave 25% of the goods for nothing, it would have meant the same thing. Giving 25% of the goods for nothing is the equivalent of giving 25% discount. So, anytime you read that a merchant is not able to recover 25% of the money from a customer, or you read the merchant finds that 25% of his goods were spoiled, or you read the merchant offered a discount of 25%, all of these mean exactly the same thing. So 25% spoiled ware or 25% bad debt or 25% discount is solving a 25% discount question. What else can you do to prepare for the test? Good question. You can always start by subscribing to this channel and signing up for the most comprehensive and affordable GMAT Quant course that's available online at gmat.wizako.com.